In previous class, we have finished characteristics of particles of matter. Now we will start from states of matter. Matter around us exists in three different states, which are solid, liquid and gas. Means matter around us can be found in three states. These are solid, liquid and gas. These states of matter arises due to variation in the characteristics of the particles of matter. Means behind the different states of matter, there is only one reason, and the reason is the characteristics of particles of matter. First state is solid state, the solid state. Solid is defined as that form of matter which possesses rigidity, incompressible and hence has a definite shape and definite value. Means solid has a definite shape and definite value. It is incompressible and rigidity also. It has rigidity also. Now we should read further. Some important properties of solid state are as follows. Means some main properties of solid are given below. Solid have definite shape, distinct boundaries and fixed value, and have negligible compressibility. Means solid have definite shape and boundaries and values also, and negligible compressibility means we can't compress it, and if we can, so it would be in a very small amount. Second term is solid have tendency to maintain their shape when subjected to outside force. Means they have a property of tendency, means they can maintain their shape when they got any type of outside force. Okay. For example, a rubber band changes shape under force and regains the same shape when the force is removed. A rubber band changes shape under force and regains the same shape when the force is removed. If excessive force is applied, it breaks. Sugar and salt also take the shape of container in which they are placed but are considered as solids. This is because the shape of each individual sugar or salt crystal remains fixed. And if we applied more and more force to a rubber band, it will break. And if we talk about sugar and salt, they also have shape. If we put sugar and salt in a container, they will take the shape of container, but they are still solids. This happens because each crystal of solid and of salt and sugar, because the shape of each individual sugar, means each individual sugar and salt has a crystal property, and these are considered as solids. Okay. Third term, solid either do not diffuse or diffuse at very slow rate. Means first thing, solids don't diffuse, and if they diffuse, so it will be a very slow rate. Sponge is compressible but considered as a solid. Is compressible but considered as solid. This is because sponge has minute holes in which air is trapped. When it is pressed, the air is expelled out and we are able to compress it. Means the reason behind the compressibility of sponge is that it has a tiny particles on the surface and and it has these holes have air in it. When we compress it, when we pressed it, air expelled out and we are able to compress it. The fourth term, solids may break under force, but it is difficult to change their shape, so they are rigid. Means solids are difficult, it is very difficult to change the shape of solids. The last term, fifth term, generally solids have higher densities as compared to their liquid or gaseous form. means solids have higher densities than if we compare to liquid or any gaseous form. Okay, sugar, sand, rocks, stones, metals like iron, copper, aluminum, gold, silver, etc. are the example of substance which exists in the solid state. These are example of solid states. Mass per unit volume of a substance is called its density. Here a term have come. The name of term is density. What is density? Mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume of a substance is called its density. Means if we measure mass of any substance according to their unit volume, then it will be called density. The formula of density is equal to mass upon volume. We denote mass by m and volume with v or by v. Okay, so d density is equal to m upon v. Okay, here we should stop today's class, and we will discuss about liquid states in next class. Thank you.